Are you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Adrienne Garzillo, and here I am tonight at this fabulous, fabulous event for equality. We had to get you and your beautiful daughter here. Ella. Hi. Yes, and Mr. Ben Stiller.
How are you?
It's an honor to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm so glad to see a lovely gentleman like yourself here tonight. Why is it important for you to be here with your daughter?
Well, supporting my daughter's right to have control over her own body is a very important thing. And just the fact that the Equal Rights Amendment is something that I thought passed. I'll admit, I really have not been thinking about it for a long time. And I remember when I was a kid going to rallies with my parents fighting for it. And I think in this day and age, with the makeup of our Supreme Court and what's going on in our country right now, it's more important than ever to fight for this and to have women's voices out there and representation in a way that's long overdue.
It's so scary. It's like every day I wake up, and I'm sure you feel the same way, and it's like, how is this, how did we get here in 2024 where, we have all of these great, scientific things going on, because science is important, but you know what I mean, like the lies that are out there and the laws, and it's just wonderful to see you here, and I did see you on the Kamala call, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, look, I look at it in a positive way, that I think we are people get out there and vote, and it's incredibly important to vote in this election. I think so many things are on the ballot, including democracy and women's rights. Yes. And I choose to look at it optimistically, that it's going to be a historic election, and we're going to have our first female president.
I know, I'm very excited. How excited are you to be here this evening?
I'm so excited. To get to honor Gloria Steinem tonight is like a dream come true. She's my hero. She's everything that I want to be. Before I even got the call about doing this, I was walking in the park listening to My Life on the Road. Like, she means so much to me, and she always has, but especially in the last 3 years after Roe has been overturned, and I just admire her, and I hate that she has to see all of her work know that she has to continue work, and know that it's our turn now, because she has spent her entire life working for us. So we have to honor her and go forward.
I love that. It's so great to see young voices come out, and I'm just so excited, and I'm so happy you're here. And Ben, we appreciate all your work, but I do have to ask, will there be a Tropic Thunder 2?
Oh, wow.
My husband's there, I have to ask. We just watched it the other day.
I don't know, never say never. Nothing nothing planned right now, but who knows.
Yeah, I love your work. Thank you so much.
Right,
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank
So
you
nice
so
to meet
much.
both of you.
Nice to
Thank you.
meet
Here with the fabulous Christine Lahti. How excited are you to be here this evening to celebrate women and equality?
Well, now more than ever, given the election in 1 month, that we might actually, I believe we will have our first female president.
Yes, I know, it's so exciting.
I know, and I think it's just so timely to have this event now, because we're celebrating women in such a big way.
Yes.
And especially these women. I'm on the advisory board of Equality Now, so I'm a big fan of this organization.
It's so exciting, and we were honored to be here tonight, and I did get to meet Eugene Carroll, and I had a moment. It was just like what she has been through, and to speak and speak out, and the theme this evening has been, it's time for us to speak out. We're not going to be quiet anymore.
No, well, first of all, our rights and freedoms are being stripped away.
Day by day.
Day by day. It's getting worse and worse. Texas just did that thing, right? It's just unspeakable. So the idea that we're not going back is such an understatement.
I know.
We're fucking not going back.
That's right.
There we
yes,
go.
I love it. And it's funny, I get on my social media and I get frustrated, but we have to speak out. And we can speak out in unity together, and when we fight, we win.
When we fight, we win.
Yes.
That's right.
Christine, thank you so much. It's such an
pleasure.
honor to meet you.
Nice
Enjoy
to
this
meet you.
evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I am with the effervescent and incomparable Drew Dixon. Welcome. How exciting is this evening?
It's incredibly exciting for me to be here. Equality Now's work is just game-changing for women and girls around the world. It's been game-changing for me personally. I got support from Equality Now on my pathway to coming forward and saying Me Too, and as the subject of a documentary that became very contentious. Equality Now was incredibly supportive of me. And frankly, I'm deeply honored because I just had the opportunity to meet my hero, Adrienne, and I am over the moon about that. She is such a role model. I'm inspired by her courage, but I'm also inspired by her authenticity and her vulnerability and the unguarded, unfiltered way she shows up as a survivor. Survivors are not perfect. We don't have to be. There are no perfect people. There are no perfect victims. And I love the way she just stands in her truth and her humor and her fearlessness and her fashion. Yes. And I am just honored to meet her, and it is really just such a profound gift that I get to give her the Courage Award tonight. I'm so grateful.
That's so exciting. And what can we do? We at home, we turn on the news, we get upset, we get frustrated. I know I do. I do take to my social media, and I'm loud, and people tell me to be quiet, and I'm not going to be quiet. We've been quiet for too long. But what can we do to get our voices heard? What can we do?
Well, what you're doing is so important, speaking out on social media. Let's keep doing that. Predators are like, somebody said this, I saw this online, predators are like moss, they grow in the dark. You know, and they're counting on our silence. They're counting on us being so revolted by what they do that we don't say it. And so in addition to talking out about abuse on social media and grooming and all of the things that the scaffolding that enables abuse, talk about it in your families. Talk about it at your dinner table. Talk about the creepy relative that's whispered about in the kitchen. Move that conversation to the living room and the kitchen table and the dining table so the kids can hear. In the same way you give kids advice about what to do to keep themselves safe from, germs, wash your hands.
Right.
Give them candid advice about how to stay safe from predators in families, in industries, in larger systems. Because again, they're counting on our silence to move in the darkness, to scale in the darkness, to collude with each other in the darkness. And so the more we talk about sexual abuse and sexual violence, the harder it is for them to get away with it, and the freer we all become, and the safer we all become.
Exactly, and we want to be safe and happy. Congratulations. Have a wonderful evening tonight. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Beverly Knight.
Beverly looking stunning, I will say. Stunning. How important is this evening for everyone here? And I did just hear you say it isn't just for the women, it's the men and women, because there are men out there who are standing up for us, who are helping us having our voices heard.
Absolutely. The thing about evenings like this is we celebrate women, we celebrate their strength, we celebrate their power, we celebrate their talents. But it's not just women. Of course, we are looking to involve as many women as is possible.
Right.
But men, we need you to be by our side as well. And when women are celebrated and when women are given a chance to shine, the whole of humanity benefits. It is edified. It is raised up. So we need more numbers to come forward and stand with women of all different races, of creeds, ages.
All over the world.
All
ages,
over the world.
Young and old, as we see with Adrienne, who's being honored here this evening. I did get the pleasure of meeting her, and it was a moment. I took a moment. I was like, wow, and she was so kind and so strong. And I think it's so important that we unite together, because when we fight, we win.
We do.
Yes.
Everybody knows the house that is divided against itself cannot stand. It will fall. So tonight is not just a celebration, it's also a rallying cry for women to come together, to unite, to demand that we are given the platform and the starting line that is equal to men across the world. That is absolutely our right. And when you give women that chance and that opportunity, well, we've seen what happens.
That's
wonderful things.
Wonderful things. And we will shine. Beverly, thank you so much for stopping.
It's my
Enjoy
pleasure.
your evening tonight.
I will do. Thank you.
Hi, I am Sheetal Sheth.
How important is an evening like tonight in today's climate?
I think it feels really hard. I think you wake up and you're kind of, at least to me, I'm like, well, what happened now? So you feel this dread. It feels really dark, which is why these nights are really more important than ever, because we need to not only celebrate the work, but draw attention to it, because they sometimes get pushed into the sidelines because there's real stuff going on, obviously, that need our attention. But we can do more than one thing at the same time, and Equality Now is actually helping address that real stuff that's happening around the world. It's a global organization doing amazing work and actually make change by changing the laws. And I'm always in awe of everything that they do. And when I see the impact reports, I've been working with them for over 8 years, I'm always blown away, and it makes my heart soar, and I feel better knowing they're in the world.
It's so important, and I wake up too, and you of course you don't want to turn on the news and you don't want to look at the things, but it's important to be informed with correct and proper information.
Correct and proper information, yes, and we can't get apathetic. We have to still get up and fight, because I think the alternative is not an option, and I know it's exhausting. So I always say, do what you can that day, but it's important that we don't stop.
Do what you can that day.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Yes,
That's
yes,
wonderful.
yes.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
My name is Sharmeen Obed-Chenoy, and I'm a filmmaker that advocates for women around the world.
How important is this evening honoring these amazing women in what's going on in the world today?
Equality Now's voice in the world is critical because it advocates for women and girls around the world in countries where it is very difficult to advocate for women. Working with non-profits, strengthening legislation where it is needed. And in a world that is filled with darkness, they are lighting the way. So tonight, this event honors some of the bravest in the world to show that when you light the way, others will follow in your footsteps.
It's so important for young girls to see that your voice matters. It's important, no matter who you are, no matter where you live. And Drew had said earlier, it's the darkness. They want to keep it dark. We have to bring them to the light. What can the younger generation do? That, because we get frustrated, we go online and we see these things and we want to speak out, and sometimes we're afraid. What's some advice you could give to the young people out there?
I think my advice to young people is they're afraid of you. They're afraid of your voice. They're afraid of the potential that you have to change the world. That is why they want to silence it. That is why any activism and dissent today is being silenced. Know that by standing up and being counted, you are changing the world. By being a thorn in the side of those who want to keep the world dark, you are lighting the way.
That's so amazing. Now, I did hear your friend Bing mention something about Star Wars. Is this true? Hold on. My husband, John, what if you, excuse my inexpertise, what were you involved with Star Wars, if I may ask?
I'm directing one of the newer films that's going to be coming out with Rey Skywalker.
Oh, my goodness. John, she is directing one of the new Star Wars films. Yes, we had a Star Wars wedding, so that's why I say. But it's wonderful to see the women empowerment, and we've been quiet for too long, and it's important to be united together no matter where we are in the world. So congratulations this evening.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
tonight, and thank you so much for stopping.
Thank you.